So a lot of homeowners that we meet in the marketplace, they make an assumption that their roof's okay, that they didn't have any damage from the hurricane because they don't see any leaking. And nothing can be further from the truth. Just because you don't see leaking immediately on your ceiling doesn't mean that your roof hasn't been damaged by the storm. So what we do is we actually complete an inspection to make sure that your roof doesn't have damage. And oftentimes what we find is the exact opposite of that. In fact, what we found is that by the time you do see that your roof is leaking, it's probably because your decking that supports the weight of your roof is now soaked and ruined and needs to be replaced. Now, what homeowners aren't aware of is that insurance companies do not replace decking because it's not sudden and accidental. It's actually something that could have been stopped, but wasn't because no one ever inspected the home and no one knew it was leaking.
Alright, where you're going to see most of your cracked tiles, it's usually installation. What happens is the expansion and contraction, they get a little bit too close, and this is what kind of happens, is the corners of them start to just basically chip. This one is the second level, it's chipped and came off. A lot of times before that, what it's going to do is crack. Not exactly something that will constitute wind damage. I can show you a couple other places that directly coincide with either wind-blown debris or some other factors that could be brought up during a hurricane. And what they'll do is they'll have a direct split all the way through it. To be able to kind of show you that right here, you see this whole thing is cracked. Gotta be careful, but these things don't happen from installation. It happens from something with enough force that actually either it kind of picked it up, put it back down, or something that was in the air kind of came and hit this shingle, ultimately damaged it. With this, there's going to be a good amount of area that you actually have to replace. We're not going to be able to get this same color, so kind of going to try to put it in the insurance hands and hopefully have a full replacement. Here's another one over here that also shows it's not something on the corners. Something might have possibly fallen off from the top, fallen from somewhere, but those are definitely damaged.